For you here, and today, as most people on their channels do, I'm going to be doing a best tweak slash apps video from Cydia. I have 7 apps and 6 tweaks to show you. Some from Cydia and some you can download from the App Store, I think. No, that's wrong. All of them from the App Store. So, so let me just start with the tweaks. So, for the tweaks, the first tweak is side delete, meaning that any app that you download from Cydia you can delete. For example, Winterboard is this app from Cydia. If you hold it, now you can delete it. But I'm not going to delete it because I need it, which is pretty awesome. The next tweak is called Unlock Eyes. Basically, Unlock Eyes is, I don't know if I can show you this, but let me just lock my phone. So basically, with Unlock Eyes, you can unlock your phone in different ways. Settings. For example, the different ways of doing that. So you have the fold, you have the slice, you have the fade, you have open blinds wide, and if you do all of them, you can just do a random setting. As you can see right here, it's pretty awesome. And you have different ways to you have different ways of customizing that. So that's Unlock Eyes. The next tweak is called Infinity Dock. As you can see, I can actually scroll my dock, and for example, let's say that I took my productivity folder, I could actually put it in the actual bar right down here, which is pretty awesome. That way I don't have to scroll over here, just have to scroll here. I can put all my apps down here, have this free. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so the next app is No Carrier Name. As you can see, in the top left hand corner of my screen is my fingers pointing here. Right, you can see there's no carrier up there, which is pretty awesome because it definitely gives you more of a clean look to it, and it's a lot more efficient with loading different things and putting more notification icons on the top. So I think that's really helpful, and I like it there because that way you don't have to take up so much space in the top corner. My last 2 tweaks are respring for notification center. You can see right here, you can respring your iPhone or iPod Touch or iPad with a single press, which is pretty easy, and it's in Cydia, completely free. I think it's pretty nice because if you need to respring your phone every once in a while because it's glitching up or something, you can always just click that button and it'll respring for you. And the last one, which is one of my favorites, it's called Switchy, and it gives you 2 rows to the the multitasker down below. And I think that's pretty nice as well because you can activate your settings here, you can clear the apps down here. I'm not sure. Yep, you can delete them like this, separate ones. I don't think you can move them, but that's pretty nice. You can also see the song you're playing. You can activate this. You can actually activate the sound pretty fast. Let's put this up a little bit like that. And you can also change the brightness settings, which is pretty nice. Yeah, and it's just a lot more compact with more apps showing at one time. Even though it gives you less space over here, it's still pretty nice over down here. So yeah, those are the tweaks. Now to the apps. So my first app is Lockdown Pro. It basically locks any separate app that you want. And I think this is really, really nice because if you don't like locking your phone, but you want to lock certain apps, for example, with my messages, if I was going to go into my messages, you have to enter a password for my messages. You can have separate passwords for different apps. If I'll just show you in the settings, you can see that. Right here, Lockdown Pro. It tends to be a little glitchy, and sometimes it acts up, but overall it's a pretty nice app. So you see you can lock certain applications, custom passwords, as you can see what I was talking about, and you can change your password, which is also really nice. And I think that's really helpful. A lot of people are searching for that. Most apps in the App Store or in Cydia usually lock the folders or lock photos, and I don't like that so much because I don't need to lock that. But if I want to lock certain apps, it's pretty nice. Alright, so the next app is Safari downloading enabler, which is basically you can download anything from Safari. As probably people already seen this before, but if you go into Safari, it's right here. Yeah, I was checking out YouTube. If you can see in Safari, you can actually look for, I'm not going to show you now, but you can literally click on the link and it will download in the top left hand corner, which is really nice as well. Yeah, the next one is called SMS Plus. Now this is for people that don't want to use a app such as Byte SMS, which is a lot more complex. But SMS Plus is a really simplistic app. If I go back to my settings, I'll show you. SMS Plus is a pretty simplistic app where you can have pop-up notifications, or you can compose your SMS on the screen, and it also gives you a lot more better options for your actual SMS app, your messaging app. As you can see, this is where you can get it from and do the different settings for SMS Plus. You can automatically enable it right here, which is pretty nice as well. In your app features, you can choose from extra options to hiding your keyboard or adding your signature, which I added just now. You can also backlist contacts. You can speak your message into your actual message, which is pretty nice. And you can lock the SMS app, as you can see. So that's really nice as well. This is like something like Lockdown Pro, but you can also lock the SMS app by itself, which is pretty nice. The next app is Winterboard. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about Winterboard already. It's basically a theme manager. You can download a theme, and you can actually just click on it and respring to get that theme. And that's pretty nice right there. You can probably check that out on the App Store on your own. So the next app is called Byte. Now, ever since Font Swap broke down and didn't work anymore, the next default program that people have used is Byte. And it has a decent amount of apps, and decent amount of fonts. It also has themes for your lock screen or your home screen. But to manage your fonts, you go here to browse fonts, look for the font you want, click basic, and then you can download. You can also advance, change the different fonts for certain things, which is pretty nice. You can do more different kinds of settings. The next app, and many people have heard of this, is Installous. Installous is a really great app. It basically gives you free apps, basically. It's every paid app in the App Store, you can get it completely free. And I think that's really nice as well, because that way you don't have to pay for anything. And everybody doesn't want to pay for anything. So when you look here, you can see the different categories. For example, if I go into utilities, it has the updated apps, the popular apps, and I believe apps in the middle is the least popular apps, or the just newer apps. So yeah. So as you can see, these are the updated apps, and these are the popular apps for utilities. See, this most of the same exact things. And then you have the newer apps. I believe this is. Yep. I'm not gonna. And the cool thing about this, for example, if I put Adblock, this is a brand new app. So yeah, you can block different ads apparently here. What you can do, you can check all of the different information down here, the size, the price originally, and you can also put the download later and queue it. So if you want to actually download, you click download here, and then choose the file. The link to download the file. If you go into it, you would go on, for example, Sling file, you type in the little code that comes up, download the link, wait a little while, and then you would have it, and it would download right here. You can see you can QE the different downloads that you want, such as I wanted to download these two, and you have them on the QE, so you can download it later when you need to. That's pretty nice. You have the update screen here, and you can have different settings, which is pretty nice as well. Another awesome app that I really like to use is called Music Box. It's down here in the left bottom right corner, and I love